when light fears the shadow, and our lands burn. Those that dare to hope ignite the darkness.
Seek the light.
You stay home. Immortal or not,
Beg for forgiveness.
the gods will feel our blades.
On there, and I'll give you a shout out as always. Drop us a follow and a subscribe if you would like to. We are live Mondays and Thursdays from 8 PM. Not next Thursday, as I'm off to Prague. The 8 PM comms, 10 PM races Mondays and Thursdays is the usual schedule. No race tonight for me, as we're in between seasons in Prospects. As always, we will get the first person to come out on track and go from there. Couple coming out now. A few of them appearing. Looks like Ninjas is the first one out. So we'll go and see Ninjas. See who goes round to start the lap. Hello to Senna in the chat on DRL UK. He is on the grid somewhere. He's in an Alfa Romeo today, a Mercedes on a Monday. I'm still learning the new teams, folks. It is only week 3 and I missed one of those, so bear with me. Just before we get a hot lap underway, I'm just going to post that I'm live on Twitch by posting on Twitter, or X as it's now known. Go. That's done. Here comes Ninjas, and he's invalidated, so we will go to someone else. Ben Lane has not invalidated. He invalidated his outlap, which doesn't matter, so we'll go with him. I'm told they like the onboards for the qualifying rather than the TV camera. TV camera undoubtedly better for the wheel-to-wheel racing. I think in qualifying, I'm told the onboards are the way to go. A lot of cars now out on track, doing their first attempts in. We look into the sun. Oh, it's a difficult bit at the end of this straight to judge with the sun in your eyes. Too bad today. Ben going to be the first one round to set a time then. Ninjas will go around again and have another attempt. Ben with a 1:34.6 goes on to provisional pole, but not for long because Kevin has got a 1:34.2. Leon a 1:32.8. The Alpha Tauri a full second, a millisecond and a half clear. Craggy knows a 1:33.1 in the Red Bull, but Leon has really set the benchmark here. Brad Mason's done a 1:34.3. Senna's in the 1:36. He's going to need to improve on that. Easy Life a 1:35.8. Who can we see? We can see an Alpine coming round. That must be the other Alpine. It was Swanton. 139. He's going to really want to improve that. Here comes UJ. Now 133.1 for UJ, and that's second place for the Alfa Romeo. There's Syme. Here comes Syme. Down the last corner comes Syme. And it's a 133.5 for him, and that's P4 at the moment. You see a Ferrari coming round, and that was Smug with a 135.0. Got a Williams, is that Ninjas? It is, a 135.9. Next round is Ben again, and he is not going to be setting a time. Neither is Kevin, and neither is Leon. And a 135.5 for Senna, puts in P9. Joker with a 134.0. Aston Martin coming round now. That must be Easy Life. He's starting another lap. Here comes Jacob to start his lap. He's invalidated his out lap. We will stay with Jacob on this lap then. Buddy's Vengeance also out on track trying to make a start. Jaden well into his lap, I think. So, somebody off just ahead. Flash of purple through sector 1 for Jacob then. Hope the yellow flag isn't going to be a distraction. We've got somebody moving slowly around him, whoever that was. And continuing on. Jaden has gone into 4th place on a 133.4. Let's see what Jacob can do here. He's on the medium tyre as well, interestingly. Maybe saving a set of softs for the race. Common tactic. Here he comes. And it's a 133.3, which is pretty good on mediums, and he goes to P4. Let's go and see the bunny. As he is into sector 3. And the last corner. And Buddy's Vengeance bangs it on pole. 132.7. Buddy's Vengeance, provisional pole position. And I'm not sure that I thought that lap from Leon was going to get beaten, but it just has been. 132.7 for Buddy's Vengeance in the Mercedes. Jens has done a 133.7 and he's 8th. Here's Ben Lane, he's not up on his time at the moment. Easy Life is slightly up on his, further down the field. Currently in P16. And in fact, he is giving that one up. So back into the pit lane comes Easy Life. Here's TMK, we've not seen him yet. So we'll have a go. And we've got a late joiner. AM is also in now in the other Red Bull. So we are just missing one Haas from a full grid. This is TMK in the Mercedes. His teammate currently on pole. Here comes TMK then down the last corner. And up to the line, 134.1, and that is P12 for AM. Go and see what UJ is up to. He has invalidated. Craggy's in the pit. Jacob's in the pit. Here's Jaden, and he's going slowly because he's invalidated. Simon then. Slightly down on his time. AM on an out lap, the only one yet to set a lap. He got in a little bit late, but he's made it. And he will be able to set a lap. Here comes Sion, 133.5, doesn't improve. No improvement for Sion. Jaden's having another go. One of those sectors, if you get it right, so very satisfying. TMK is out. TMK has crashed and is out. Brad Mason improved there to 133.8, putting him in 9th place. As we stay with Jaden. Nicely over the lip of the corner, he's slightly up, but he's going to need a little bit more than that to climb. He's currently P6. And we've got 5 minutes left in the session. So TMK out of the session. Currently 14th, it may drop lower. Here comes Jaden. Can he improve? Bit wide and does not improve. Here is Jacob, he's 4 tenths up. Jacob then could be on course to break the 133 barrier, which only the front two have done so far. AM also on his maiden attempt. We'll keep an eye on him. He's slightly ahead of Jacob, but Jacob is over half a second up here. And this could be, if he can get sector 3 right, this could be right up there towards the front row. And back into the pit. Not sure if he had a quali ban or he just invalidated. And Jacob's abandoned the lap. And I really thought he was given a chance of climbing there. It's Swanson, he's a couple of seconds over. He's now making another attempt. So that's sector 1, that reminds you of Maggots and Beckett's, or perhaps the S's at Japan. Fast. Right, left, right, left. So I'm not sure if AM was on a quali ban or not, or if he just abandoned his attempt and will be coming back out for another go. We'll see. At the moment has a set of time and is last. 2.5 minutes left. We'll be seeing a lot of cars come back out on outlaps now to get round and go over the line before the checkered flag to start their final attempt. Here is Swanton. Swanton round the last corner. 1:33.7. Improves slightly and goes up to P8. Here's Ben Lane, he's a couple of tenths up. Going to be in that bracket possibly where Syme and Swanton, between those two perhaps. Kevin and Jens also in the 1:33.7s. Every hundredth of a second counts it. Here comes Ben, up to the line, 1:33.4, and ahead of both Alpines into 7th. There's Easy Life. He's well down. Ninjas. Ninjas over the line, 1:34.8, and climbs to 17th. AM is on another outlap. He's going to have to get round rather swiftly. The checkered flag will be flying very shortly. At the moment we've got a caution, you can't see the clock. It's very annoying. Can you show me the clock please? Oh, there's 48 seconds remain in the session. So is everyone going to get round? Let's go and see the Alfa Romeos Romero round. Then we've got Joker and then Jacob. Are they all going to make it? Jacob's trying to make enough of a gap, but he's also got to be wary of actually making it across the line. Ben, I think, has finished. Don't think he's going for another go. Swanson's been over 2 minutes, so he won't be going for another go. This will be Syme's last attempt, and then we'll try and follow everyone in as they hit the checkered flag. So here's Syme. Around the last corner he comes. And 1:33.1 for Syme takes him up to P5. The Williams next. They're both finished and out of the way. Is that Leon next? It is. He is pitting. The Ferrari is next. Is it Jens? It is not. It's Smug. So across the line comes Smug. And that's a 1:33.7, puts him up to P11. Here comes Jens. He's well over, so he's not going to be in front of his teammate. AM goes to 3rd with a 1:32.9. Next is an Aston Martin. Brad Mason went up to 11th with 1:33.5. Here's UJ, 1:32.9 for him, and P3. Senna's across the line. The Bunny's across the line. Here's Craggy. And he has not improved. Jacob's off, so he's not going to be improving. And that's going to be that. So Bunny's Vengeance takes pole position ahead of Leon. And a couple more managed to break 1:33 in the end there. UJ and AM. So the front four broke the 1:33 mark. Jacob set his fastest lap on mediums. He's P7. Behind Craggy and Syme in the 1:33.1s. Jacob, then Jaden, Ben Lane and Kevin round off the top 10. Brad Mason and Swanton. Then Smug, Jens, separated by just a thousandth of a second, as you can see. Then it's Joker, TMK, Senna, Ninjas, and Easy Life at the back of the field. So we have a bit of a pause coming up now, during which I will take you through the championship standings. If you're watching on DRL UK, you will see these on screen. If you're watching on mine, you'll just have to listen. AM is in the chat. He says he hasn't played all day, so he's happy with P4. Definitely a good late lap to get right up there and amongst it. I will now find the appropriate standings. They will come up on your screen on DRL UK. I have to find them in the Discord to tell you about them. If I can find the right Discord server. Let's do an eXtreme. Here we go. So we are in week 3. And the pro standings are led by your pole sitter, Bunny's Vengeance. He's got 31 points. Jacob is in second with 26. Then it's Syme. Dangerous Dave, who I believe has now left the league. UJ is 5th, followed by Leon. Then Matt Brown, Craggy, Ben Lane and Jens. In the Pro-Ams, top of the table is Swanton with 40 points. A win and a P3. TMK is in second with 2 second place spots. Smug is in third with a win and a fastest lap amongst his stats. Jack Mason, I believe, has left the league. Kevin, I missed out there. Kevin is in third on 20, fourth on 20. So it's Swanson, TMK, Smug, and Kevin, the top 4. In the Constructors' Championship, it is Mercedes leading the way. The team of Bunny's Vengeance and TMK. They are 4 points ahead of Alpine, which is Simon Swanton. And then Ferrari, the team of Smug, and today Jens. But I believe Jens is a reserve. They're clear of AlphaTauri, Haas, McLaren and Williams. And it's been a very bad start for Red Bull, who have not yet picked up any points. So a bad start for Red Bull. Almost the mirror opposite of the real life at the moment. But that brings you up to date with all the standings ahead of this race. On the formation lap, I will also bring you all the tyre choices. Bunny's Vengeance on pole, of course, always a master of strategy. So let's see what's going to happen. Let us know in either of the chats who you think's going to win and who you think to look out for further back on the grid. Shortly we will see a countdown, or we will see it just fly straight into the formation lap, and then we'll put the tyre choices up and get ready for this race, which is I think 26 or 28 laps. It will tell you very shortly, as here comes the formation lap. 28 laps of this circuit. And as I predicted, differences of opinion on tyres once again. Buddy's Vengeance starting on the soft tyre, Leon on the mediums. The second row also different. UJ on mediums, AM on hards. Row 3, Craggy on mediums, Syme on hards. Row 4, Jacob on mediums, Jaden on softs. Row 5, Ben Lane on hards and Kevin on mediums. Row 6, Brad is on softs and Swanton is on mediums. Then finally a couple of rows that agree, both Ferraris. 13 and 14, Smug and Jens, and they're both on hards. Then it's Joker and TMK both on softs. Senna and Ninjas, Senna's on hards, Ninjas on mediums, and Easy Life has got a row to himself at the back, and he is on hards. So we've got all tyre selections being used. Al Mute says best of luck everyone, going to be a great race. Nice and tightly bunched at the moment. A little bit of a gap between Syme and Jacob, but not too bad as they snake around the quite difficult sector 3. So the bunny then going for the soft tyre in the Mercedes. You can really see the gradient up the hill from that back camera view. It's a big hill to go up to a tight corner, so potential for carnage is there on the first lap and on any potential safety car restarts should we see the safety car this evening. Here we go then, grid is forming up. TMK disqualified for parking, as is Easy Life. Here we go then. Can't see the lights, but I can hear them. Big pause and we're underway, and Buddy's Vengeance did not really get a good start, and Leon's jumped him already. Leon's jumped him already into the first corner, and look at UJ as well, but UJ's been forced wide there. Leon into the lead ahead of Buddy's Vengeance, who's trying to fight him back, and the Buddy on the soft tyres, he's not going to get the lead back straight away. Everybody seems to get through there, but Leon is into the lead. Leon leads from Buddy's Vengeance. UJ is in third, followed by Craggy in fourth. Jacob is fifth, and AM on the hard tyres has dropped places and is now going down to seventh. Or could that be eighth, as Jaden makes a move on him as well? And they could be going 3 wide down the straight, which doesn't usually end well, but Syme and Jaden both getting past AM, and he's gone from fourth down to 8th. Jaden getting the move there, and now Kevin has passed AM as well. So a really bad start for AM, who now has Brad Mason trying to pass him. Big battling in the midfield. The hard tyres have not seemed to work. Timing screen may be broken for some of them. Leon is going to lead through the first lap, but Buddy's Vengeance, even without DRS being activated, could have a run on him. Here he's going wide round the outside, and maybe a switchback, and he's not quite going to do it this time. Craggy then up to 5th place. Jacob has jumped now to 4th. Good start for him. Jaden and Syme have broken timing things, as do Ninjas and Easy Life. So do ignore those. They're not actually a minute or odd behind. And in front, they are in the field like everybody else. Leon then followed by Bunny, then UJ, then Jacob, Craggy, Jaden, Simon, Kevin, AM and Brad. That makes up the top 10. They're followed by the McLarens of Ben Lane and Joker. Then it's Swanton. Then the Ferraris of Jens and Smug. TMK's down in 16th, ahead of Ninjas, Easy Life, and Senna has just dropped to the back. And Senna now dueling with Easy Life right at the back of the field. Nothing doing there, and off there is TMK. TMK's gone off. And that's going to lose him at some places, and he's going to drop to the back of the field now. I just saw it as we tried to flick through. Jacob sets the fastest lap of the race. He is currently in P4 and has had a good start. Everybody following closely at the moment. You can see the front six all in view there. The DRS will be now enabled. As we go through the third lap. Kevin picks up a time penalty. It's very early to be doing that. There were a lot of them on Monday. It is a track that lends itself to these track limit penalties. And Joker passing his teammate Ben Lane, who's going to fight that back, I think. The McLarens side by side. Ninja's going wide just behind. A bit further back. Scrapping for position. And Joker stays ahead for now of his teammate. The hard tyres really not kicking in for some of these drivers. AM is now down in 9th. He started in 4th. Senna is the latest to pick up a penalty. Here comes the DRS train. Is it going to be enough for the bunny? TMK picks up a penalty. Jacob having a look at the back of UJ here. Excellent view from the helicam. UJ just made a little defensive move. Jacob almost ran into the back of him, but with some DRS here, again in the DRS train though, very difficult for anyone to make a move. Joker and Brad Mason side by side. There they are. Just in front of them we see Kevin going past Syme. And Smug going past his teammate, and a late dive for Brad Mason on Joker. And Ben Lane could go around the outside of his teammate. Or lose out to Swanton, who's right in there as well. And Swanton makes a great move. Opportunistic on Ben Lane as Joker took Brad Mason back. Jacob then trying to close on UJ. And a sector 3 yellow flag is TMK. TMK is off at the back. Somebody else picked up a penalty. I believe it was Jens. Syme and AM closing up on Kevin. Very close wheel-to-wheel racing here. The hard tyres maybe now coming into their own. Took a while to warm up. But now the hard runners appear to have a bit more pace. two of them certainly getting a bit caught behind Kevin, who has been left behind by the front six. And now there'll be some more DRS help. And they should swallow him up here, at least one of them. Syme is going to go by, and so is AM. AM's going to try and make a dive around both of them, but he only gets one. So AM and Syme both past Kevin there. The lead is still under half a second. Jacob is still very close to the back of UJ. And the sole Haas in the field is looking for P3 here. UJ goes defensive. And round he goes and gets it done. Does he get it done? UJ's going to not let him through there though. UJ keeps trying to fight it, but Jacob does get the move. And up into third place goes Jacob. Good racing there from the two of them. They're just behind Buddy's Vengeance, who is still keeping on to Leon. But the soft tyres not giving him the advantage that he perhaps wanted on this first stint. We will see though, we're not yet at a quarter distance of this race. Lap 6 of 28. And Buddy's Vengeance retakes the lead. Buddy's Vengeance retakes the lead. Craggy up the inside of UJ. AM's up the inside of Syme. It's all happening down this straight. With the DRS and Joker and Swanton are side by side. There's a lot happening in behind them as well. And now Joker and Swanton are at it again. And look at the crowd of cars behind them. Absolute crowd of cars behind them. It's Joker, Swanton, Kevin, Brad, Ben and Smug all in this. All in this cluster. Jens is not far behind it. Smug passes Ben Lane and Brad Mason. They're going three wide. Oh, they're all going to get round the corner. They are. And Smug gets the drive, and he's made two places on one little section there. And out of the race is Jens. Jens is gone. Jens is out of the race, and we've got a full safety car. Jens then is out of the race. I did not see what happened to him. But he is out. His car has gone, but the safety car is out. So that might help Bunny's Vengeance, who would have been liking to get rid of those soft tyres sooner rather than later. And didn't really have a gap. So he may give up track position now for a free pit stop. Be interested to see who does pit. The order then, after Jens DNFs, and we're behind the safety car. The order we'll wait for the order because people are going to pit. Bunny's Vengeance though leads from Leon, then it's Jacob and Craggy. Into the pit lane comes Bunny's Vengeance. And Leon. And Jacob, Craggy, UJ, Jaden. Syme into the pit lane. AM into the pit lane. In fact, everyone in the top 12 is into the pit lane. Ben is not in the pit lane. And will go through into the lead. Ben is into the lead, having not pit. Easy Life, he loves staying out under safety car. He is up to 8th, having not pit. And I think everybody else has pit. So Ben has been picked up by the safety car. TMK picks up a speeding penalty in the pit lane. Bunny's Vengeance continuing his alternative strategy, coming on medium tyres, as is Jaden. Sime and AM, who are on hards, they'll probably have to pit again, as will Smug and Swanton potentially. The hard runners can probably get to the end. So a lot of pit stops there. Shakes up the order. And it is now Ben Lane who leads for McLaren, having not pit. Then it's Bunny's Vengeance on new medium tyres for Mercedes. Leon is in 3rd place from Jacob in 4th. Then it's Craggy P5, UJ P6, Jaden P7, Easy Life is up to P8. He's not pit either. Sime is P9 and AM 10th. Then it's Joker and Smug, Kevin, Swanton, Ninjas, Brad Mason, Senna and TMK, who's just catching the rest of the field. Not quickly enough probably to get the safety car in this lap. So we may have another lap of safety car. And Jens, your DNF, I didn't see what happened to him. There was a lot going on in front of him, with Smug taking 2 places in one corner, amongst other things. Immediately ahead of him. And Ben's decided to pit. And that's... maybe he didn't want to lose time double stacking, but he's going to lose more now, surely. Because he's going to drop right to the rear of the field here. And everyone now goes by Ben. Is he going to get out ahead of anybody? The answer is no. Yes, he gets ahead of TMK. So he is in 17th after pitting. So it's as you are. For the restart, it'll be Bunny's Vengeance from Leon, as it was on the grid. Jacob is up to 3rd. Let's look at the position changes. Jacob's up 4. Craggy up 1. UJ's down a couple. Jaden's up 2. Easy Life's up 12, but that's because he hasn't had a pit stop. Simon's down 2 and AM's down 5. Joker's up 5. Smug's up a couple. Kevin's down a couple. Swanson's down 1. Ninjas is up 4. Brad is down 4. Senna up 1 and Ben is now down 8. So everybody has stopped except Easy Life now. Surely then the safety car is going to be going away at the end of this lap. We should find out as it crosses the sector 2 to 3 timing line, which it's approaching now. And it is in this lap. So Bunny's Vengeance leads then, and we'll back the field up as he chooses. Of course, we had some issues with this in Jeddah, with somebody taking the instruction to back the field up a little too literally and causing some mass chaos. Bunny, an experienced operator though, he'll pace the field nicely and then try and catch them on the hop and get away. Has he gone early here? I think he has. And away he goes, and here we go, we are racing again. And Bunny did catch them on the hop a bit. Got over half a second there to Leon. AM is passing Syme into turn 1. A good move from AM then, and he's going to get another one here as he's trying to pass Easy Life. And it's not really the best place to overtake, but he does it, and so does Syme. So Easy Life losing a couple of positions straight away there to AM and Syme. AM back up to 7th. A good safety car restart for him. Further back we've got Swanton making a move on Kevin. Tight round there. And Kevin edged him out. Joker looking to make a move on Easy Life, who went defensive. And now Smug's getting involved. And they've got Kevin and Swanton right on their tails. The midfield battle has been terrific this evening. And Easy Life's wide, very wide. And Joker makes the move. Joker up to 9th. Easy Life losing positions. Smug, Kevin and Swanton all stuck behind him. Senna picks up a time penalty at the back. Wide, there goes Kevin. And that could invite a pass for Swanton. No DRS, of course, for 3 laps. Look at them come up the hill 2 by 2. And Smug's going around the inside of Easy Life. And Kevin's been edged out. And Swanton and Kevin are side by side. And in the end, Swanton got edged out. So Smug up to 10th place there. And now look at that for an overtake from Kevin on Easy Life. And now Swanton and Easy Life are side by side. Swanton is through, as is Brad Mason, as is Ben Lane. So Easy Life has lost a lot of places there and drops to 15th. Ben closing in on Brad. And they're both closing in on Swanton as well. And almost a nudge from Ben on Swanton there. Kevin's back past Smug and back into the top 10. Jaden is catching UJ. Easy Life picks up a penalty to add to his woes. Jacob not far behind Leon, and Buddy's Vengeance is now doing what he hoped to do at the beginning, which is gap away from the field. Easy Life's lost another couple of places. In fact, he's now at the back. Is that because he's pitting? It may well be. Or has he just had an accident? He is in the pit. So Easy Life stay out attempt not going well. Smug going back past Kevin. These two fighting for 10th place. Wheel to wheel, and Kevin keeps it. But for how long? Smug's not giving up. 3 right behind them in tandem, as you can see. TMK passes Ninjas. And up into 15th place. Jaden continues to catch UJ. And UJ is going to go up his inside. Kevin and Smug are side by side in behind. Jaden gets 5th place. Look at them in behind here. Look at them all. It's almost 5 wide. Almost 5 wide. Unbelievable. And Smug retains 10th place somehow. From Swanton, Kevin, Brad and Ben, they're all in there. That was absolutely unreal. But Smug defends and keeps the place. They're still at it in behind, Brad and Kevin. And wide, big wide goes Brad. And then possible contact as well. Smug taking a very defensive line here against Swanton. Brad and Kevin are still at it. Swanton's trying to go up the inside of Smug, but that becomes the outside, and he's not getting there. Kevin picks up a time penalty as he scraps with Brad. And Jacob is now right behind Leon and looking for a move here with DRS. Bunny has got a 3-second gap now, and Jacob is up to second. Jacob passing Leon. Craggy's in fourth, then Jaden from UJ, from AM, from Sime, Joker, and then Smug, who's got Swanton going for him this time, and Swanton goes around the outside to take the lead, to take 10th place. Now Kevin's having a scrap with TMK. And Kevin now has dropped down to 15th. We've got a yellow flag somewhere. And that could be AM who had a spot of bother, and now he's in the pits. And hits the board as he comes in. So AM must have had a spot of bother there. And AM was pit and quit. AM is out. AM's out of the race. UJ picks up a time penalty. We've lost AM, so Smug is back up to 10th. And the horrible start for Red Bull continues here in DRS eXtreme Thursdays. Remember, they have not scored a point in the opening 2 races. Craggy is currently in P4, aiming to change that. He's got Jaden for company at the moment. But AM is out of the race. And his car has come back on the track, which is rather annoying, but hopefully it will disappear now that everybody has passed it. Before Bunny gets back round, indeed he does. Craggy really fighting it in the low traction corners there, and Jaden is just waiting for a mistake in behind him. Smug still not far from Swanton. The two main hosts of the league. If you've seen their preview show, and a dive up the inside from Jaden there on Craggy. Craggy was a little hesitant, I think, under braking. And Brad Mason's out of the race! Out of the race is Brad Mason. You can see him there. You can see him on the inside. Kevin's in the pits. Maybe he had a collision with him. But Brad is out. And we have another safety car here. Brad is gone. Jaden's overtaken Craggy, which he did before the safety car, so that was all right. Kevin's in the pits. Whether he saw the safety car thrown and came out early and will now get a bit of an advantage, or not, and he was just going in because he was part of it, I'm not sure. Didn't see what happened there. But we've got another safety car, and this will now be very interesting. Do the medium runners have another set of mediums to go to the end? Surely they're not going to try softs for 12 laps. Or maybe 11 laps by the time we're back racing. Do the hard runners stay on what they've got? Or box for mediums as well? Very, very interesting. Bunny's Vengeance is coming round into the pits. Bunny's Vengeance in the pits. Jacob in the pits. Leon in the pits. Jaden in the pits. Craggy in the pits. UJ in the pits. Simon will go into the pits. Joker. Senna has got a drive through. Joker in the pits. Swanton pits. Smug pits. Ben Lane pits. TMK pits. Senna is pitting very slowly. Ninja's pits. Easy Life likes usually to stay out, but he's so far back it's not going to help. Senna's picked up another penalty. He's got a drive through and the speeding in the pits penalty now. Jacob has gone for softs. Everyone else has gone for mediums except Swanton, who's gone for hards. Kevin picks up a speeding penalty in the pits. Easy Life is also in, so everybody has picked under this safety car. Ninjas has picked up a 5-second penalty for crossing the pit lane exit. And after all that, take a deep breath. Little bit of catching up to do for some of the ones further back. Bunny's Vengeance leads. Everyone's on brand new tyres, apart from Kevin, who appears to have fitted old hards, which was surely a mistake. Bunny leads. Jacob is on soft tyres in second. Then it's Leon, Jaden, Craggy, UJ, Sime, Joker, Swanton and Smug, the top 10. UJ the only one in that top 10 with a penalty. I'll take you through those afterwards. Ben is 11th from Senna 12. TMK 13, Ninjas 14, Easy Eye 15 and Kevin 16. We have lost Brad Mason, AM and Jens from this race. The penalties then, a drive through for Senna as well as some others as well. 3 seconds for UJ for TMK and for Easy Life. 8 seconds for Ninjas and 14 for Kevin, who finds himself now last of all. Position changes while we're here. Jacob's up 5. Leon is down 1. Jaden is up 4. UJ's down 3. Simon's down 1. Joker's up 7. Swanton and Smug are up 3. Ben's down 2. Senna's up 5 but has a drive through to do. TMK is up 3, Ninjas and Easy Life are up 4, and Kevin is down 6. So at the moment, Joker winning that battle. Kevin has picked up another penalty in the pit lane, and I think he's going to pit and quit. He's now up to 19 seconds of penalties, I believe. They may serve one of those while he's in the pits, changing his tyre from the... In fact, yes, he's back to 14. He's changing to mediums now after his mistaken pit stop to old hards. So now everyone's on fresh rubber. The safety car should be in this lap. Hopefully Kevin can catch up in time. Or... yes, he should be able to. He's just coming through the quick S's now. And yep, he'll tag on to the rear of the field. So just after the next corner at the end of this straight, we should see a safety car in this lap notice. And then it'll be an 11 lap sprint race to the finish. Bunny's Vengeance earlier on wanted the advantage of soft tyres versus mediums. Now it's the other way round. He's on the mediums and Jacob is on the softs, but are they going to last the rest of the race? Bunny being careful, backing them up once again as he allows the safety car to get some distance. Senna going really wide there on that corner. Maybe he needs to gather himself up. He's got a drive through to do shortly. And Bunny's gone at the same time as he did last time, and it seems to have worked again. Out of the final corner comes Bunny's Vengeance. And on everybody goes Senna and Senna pits. Don't think he can do his drive through yet. Maybe he can, because there's nobody waiting for him. So he can do his drive through straight away. Ninja's an easy life for scrapping. Craggy's been disconnected, and that's a real shame. That's a real shame for Craggy. He was running in 5th place, and he's now obviously going to drop down as his car ghosts, and Red Bull's awful start to this season continues. So unfortunate for him. Hopefully someone can get him back in perhaps, but it's not going to be any consolation as he drops places very rapidly. There's Smug passing him now for 9th. Jacob and Bunny are side by side at the front, and Jacob takes the lead. Jacob into the lead. Craggy's going to drop down right down to the back of the field here, and Red Bull's pointless start to the season may continue. Kevin passing Easy Life at the back, but we're going to stay with the leaders because Jacob has taken the lead from Bunny's Vengeance. And off went almost Bunny's Vengeance there, and he's going to go to 3rd place, sorry. Leon takes him, a big wob off the card from Bunny's Vengeance. Into the pits comes TMK. And has he had contact with somebody, or has he just had enough? He's going on soft tyres for a fastest lap attempt. And drops to the rear of the field. Jacob then from Leon and Bunny's Vengeance. That mistake could cost him big time. Then it's Jaden from UJ closing in. Look at UJ now getting very, very close to the back of Jaden. But no DRS just yet after the safety car. Smug closing in on Swanton as well. But Jacob has managed to get a second away from Leon, who's almost managed to do the same from Bunny's Vengeance. Then it's these two, Jaden and UJ. As Craggy continues to drop down the field, I don't think he's been invited back in, or he's certainly not gotten back in. Senna got rear wing, AM got rear wing damage, hence the pit and quit. Don't think I've got Craggy on my friend list. Just a quick look. No, doesn't appear so. So there's nothing I can do with that, I'm afraid. Make sure you get me added for future. Bunny's Vengeance picks up a time penalty now. And that could cost him a podium place. That could cost the Bunny a podium. UJ is still chasing Jaden, but also has a penalty. So he's going to need to pass and then get 3-second gap. But wide there went Jaden. If he's not careful, he might get a penalty as well. Easy Life passing Kevin. And up to 11th place goes Easy Life. Ben closing in on Smug. Familiar foes, these two. It's been on a Monday where they're in different cars, but Their physical altercations have happened, but Kevin's picked up another penalty. He's collecting those today. Smug with DRS on Swanton. As he closes in, Jaden has closed right up to Bunny's Vengeance now, with UJ just in behind. Jaden can smell a podium hit, and Ben Lane picks up a penalty. A penalty for Ben as he chases Smug and Swanton. At the moment he's still going to be okay for 10th place. People behind him also with penalties. Kevin's up to 17 seconds of pens, just ahead of Senna, who has 14. And UJ repassing Jaden. Smug passes Swanton and up to 8th place. UJ now up to 4th, but can he get away? This is the question. Can Bunny and UJ get away from Jaden, as they both have 3-second penalties? Jacob picks up a time penalty and he's the leader. Leon is now possibly, if he can stay within 3 seconds, going to nick the win. Simon's got some work to do to try and close the gap to Bunnies and UJ.
You must be a new security guard. Back in the 80s, some kids went missing. That's why the place shut down. What is she doing here?
I couldn't find a sitter. What are you so afraid of?
Them.
What do they want with my sister?
I tried to warn you.
Can we go home now?
Abby, go!
Five Nights at Freddy's.
An experience where I felt that my disability was seen as a negative or a weakness. I applied for university to do physiotherapy, and I was told when I was being assessed that they'd never had anyone like me, so they didn't think I'd be able to do the course. People saw that disability as a weakness and not a strength, and I see this disability as a strength, a tool, something that can give back. Ask me if I'm confident and I'm comfortable. Don't assume that I'm not.
We've got a plan to change the world of credit for better, one small good thing at a time. Like letting you know if you'll be accepted before you apply, without affecting your credit score. Just the way it should be. Capital One, that's one good thing.
Get more of what you love with My McDonald's Rewards.
The new iPhone 15 Pro with titanium. Our lowest monthly prices on our new plans on the UK's best network, 10 years running.
Mom, you did it!
Incredible iPhone, best network, everyday price.
Smug catching Joker and passing Joker. Smug up into 7th place. They caught that move just as it was happening. Smug up to 7th from Joker. Sime is closing slightly, but needs to do a bit more to get to UJ and Buddies, or within 3 seconds of them. Leon up the hill, doesn't need to do anything silly. Ninjas picks up another penalty. He's collecting them now. That's 14 for Ninjas, 14 for Senna, and 17 for Kevin. Still got the best part of 5 laps to go. It's Jacob with a penalty from Leon, who's right behind him and looking like the most likely victor. Buddy's Vengeance is off! Off goes Buddy's Vengeance! He was in the scrap for the podium and he's now been overtaken by Smug, and he's been hit in the back by Joker! Buddy's Vengeance has been hit by Joker. They're both off. And Leon takes the lead. Leon takes the lead on track. Jaden takes 3rd place and will now try and get after Jacob. It's all action in the last few laps here. Syme is up to 5th. Smug is now 6th. Ben Lane is now up to 7th place from Swanton. Buddy's Vengeance has dropped to 9th and Joker is now 10th. Then it's Kevin and Easy Life, who have multitudes of penalties, as does Ninjas and Senna. Sorry, Easy Life. Easy Life only has 3 seconds of penalties. Apologies to him. Jacob closing back up to Leon up the hill. Joker picks up a time penalty now. And a yellow in sector 3. Kevin is out of the race. Out of the race is Kevin. And it's a virtual safety car. It's a VSC. Joker's in the pits. He must have got damage or be pitting and quitting. Ninjas is speeding in the pits, which takes his penalties up to 19 seconds. We're under virtual safety car. He's going to serve for those 5 seconds of those penalties. So it's back to 14. VSC is still out. Craggy's Ghost is still going along, but is now clear last. Kevin's out of the race. His teammate is in the lead. Jacob, of course, on soft tyres, which Jaden will be really hoping go off in the last couple of laps, because he needs to get within 3 seconds to take P2. We are back racing again. We'll leave the penalties up for now. Jacob chasing Leon. Jaden is 3rd from UJ. Then it's Syme, Smug, Ben Lane, who has a penalty from Swanton, who doesn't. Then it's Buddy's Vengeance, and Easy Life now into the top 10. They're followed by Senna, TMK, Joker and Ninjas. And Craggy's Ghost. Unfortunate for him. Jacob still clinging to the back of Leon. The DRS may be helping him stay within or outside of that 3 second window to Jaden that will keep him P2. We have 3 laps left, including this one. Lap 26 now of 28. Syme is in 5th place. Smug, an excellent drive so far. He is 6th. He's got Ben Lane for company at the moment. Ben, of course, with a penalty. Then it's Swanton a second back. Buddy's Vengeance. That accident costing him big time. He is now down in 9th from Easy Life, who is having a bit. And more passes here. UJ passes Jaden, and Jacob retakes the lead of the race. But he's got to get 3 seconds away. Ben Lane overtakes Smug, and now he's got to try and get 3 seconds away. So everyone with penalties just made big overtakes, but they won't matter unless they can get 3 seconds away or the driver they overtook picks a late penalty up. 2 laps to go. Jacob leads Leon. Leon looking up the inside. up to the top of the hill and makes the move. Leon back into the lead from Jacob. They're practically glued together through the S's. Look at this. Then it's UJ and Jaden. Syme could also get ahead of UJ here, and a yellow flag. That's TMK, who's off in sector 3, and he now drops to the back. Syme at the moment could leap UJ. Leon and Jacob are at it again, and Jacob back into the lead. Jaden back into third. And Smug back up into 6th place. Swanton's going to make the move on Ben as well. There goes Smug and Swanton, both up a place ahead of Ben. Don't count out Bunny's Vengeance catching the 3 as well. He's just a couple of seconds back. But of course does have that penalty as well, which is going to hurt. The penalties are going to hurt, folks. We start the final lap of the race. Jacob just wants to win it on track now, I think. Leon will be better served just following him. Jaden is in 3rd place, ahead of UJ, who will be leapt by Syme. Ninjas and Senna battling away. They have the most penalties on track now with 14 seconds each. Miller Vanilla, what have you missed? You have missed 4 DNFs for AM, who had rearing damage before he pit and quit. Jens, Brad Mason and Kevin, whose races ended in the wall. Leon is going to go back for the lead. And the Alpha Tauri back in front. And Swanton and Smug are side by side. Swanton and Smug side by side. Drag race. Drag race. Who's got DRS? Swanton has. Going to be 3 wide. Look at Ben Lane. Senna picks up another time penalty. He's going to win that battle to get the most, because he's on 17 seconds now. Ben Lane trying to pass Smug after Swanton did. And he's got the inside now. But Smug's trying to still fight it. Meanwhile at the front, Leon wins. Leon wins in the USA. Jacob is 2nd and Jaden is 3rd. Syme jumps UJ for 4th place. It's 5th for UJ. Swanton comes over the line in 6th. Then it's Smug overtaking Ben Lane. Bunny will also not get Ben Lane in the end. Bunny gets 9th place because he had a penalty, of course. Easy Life will come home in 10th place. Joker finishes in 11th, and then Ninjas, Senna and TMK will depend on penalties. I think TMK will leap both of them because of all the penalties. So I think TMK is going to jump up to 12th place here. Indeed he does. Craggy's Ghost finishes at the back. A shame for him. He was running very well. TMK actually 13th, so maybe he didn't jump Senna. Easy Life, the driver of the day for the game. He finished P10. From the back of the grid. So another thriller in DRS eXtreme. Leon, your winner from Jacob and Jaden. A good showing for the Netherlands. And let's just take you through then. Leon wins for AlphaTauri. Jacob 2nd and the fastest lap for Haas. Then Jaden for Williams was second. Syme finishing in 4th place for Alpine. A good day for them. UJ was 5th for Alfa Romeo. Swanton wins the Pro-Am once again in 6th place, overtaking Smug on the final lap. Smug in 7th from Ben Lane in 8th. Bunny's Vengeance dropped to 9th. And Easy Life finished in 10th from the back of the grid. Then it was Joker, Ninjas, TMK, Senna, and Craggy, who was ghosted and a lap down. Your DNS were Kevin, Brad Mason, AM, and Jens. That brings us to the end of another Thursday night DRS eXtreme race. We don't have a 10 PM race of our own this week, and we will not be here next Thursday as I'll be in Prague. So we will be back on Monday, where from 8 PM we will be with the DRS Monday night, and then from 10 PM I'll be serving a quali ban and trying to do a last to first in Hungary on Blobby Mondays, where I'll try not to murder anyone off the grid this week. That is it from me and from DRS eXtreme. I'll see you on Monday night for regular DRS. Good night.